Can Chelsea win the Premier League this season? Chelsea win yet again. This time, Brentford is their Brentford is the fallen soldier. Kukurea made it 1-0 in the 43rd minute. Jackson sealed it off in the 80th minute. Mbuemo, Brian Mbuemo was able to make half the deficit late in the game, make it 2-1. Mbuemo, by the way, is having a brilliant season this season. He's scored 10 goals, 12 goal contributions in 16 games. He's played a really, really good year. Got on the score sheet yet again in this one as they lost to Chelsea 2-1. And now Chelsea only find themselves 2 points behind Liverpool. Now Liverpool do have a game in hand, a game yet to play. So obviously, that 2 can turn into 5 just based on what's that extra game for Liverpool. But Chelsea are 4 points clear of Arsenal, who are thought of as the main title challenge to City. And City, speaking of City, Chelsea are 7 points clear of Manchester City. Who would have thought that after opening day, where Man City got that 2-0 lead over Chelsea, that Chelsea will find themselves in this position after 16 games? Chelsea have had a brilliant start, and look, Enzo Maresca, he's gonna say what he says after the game. We are not near the level of to win the Premier League. Of course, he's gonna say that. He wants to lower the load and the pressure and the overall public perception of Chelsea. Chelsea, the best reality for them right now is to try to sneak their way up into really challenging for the title. They don't want the pressure to be there. They don't, they want to sneak their way up. They want to be that surprise. And obviously Enzo Maresca feels like that's the best way to manipulate the media into favor. And there's always, a mindset to making these sort of statements. It's not blindly him just saying what he believes, and whether it is him believe what he whether he believes it or not, I really don't know. But look, the standings say Chelsea are going to be able to compete, and and by the way, Chelsea, they have played Tottenham already this season. They have already played Aston Villa. They have already played Arsenal. They've already played United. They've already played Liverpool. They've already played Manchester City. They've taken on a lot of their toughest opposition through this first stretch. They've played at least one in every team that's looked at the traditional Big Six, and they're still sitting where they are. Liverpool also has recently have been dropping games here and there. They drop points to Newcastle, drop points to Fulham. Arsenal, they've looked poor in certain games as well. They drop points to Everton. They drop points to Fulham. They've not been good enough. Why can't Chelsea compete for the Premier League? Manchester City, they've been absolutely horrendous of late. They've lost a staggering 5 games in the Premier League through 16 games. I mean, that's not really title challenging there as well. So, yeah, look, Chelsea, right now, you have to say they are title contenders. And that can change really quickly as well, just based on the momentum of how things break. But, Cole Palmer, he's been brilliant for them. He's not a one-hit wonder. The back line, they're starting to build a little bit of cohesion. I think they're starting to look more like a solid back line. Now, Robert Sanchez in goal is still a problem, despite of late been making a few saves here and there. That's still an issue. Maresca, his tinkering. Sometimes Madueke, Madueke, he, took him off last game. This time he brings him back in. Keeps Sancho as well, but doesn't play Neto, and just his tinkering. He's always constantly making changes. Fernandez, there was a period where he wasn't playing. He's starting to get a little bit more now back into the team. He started against Brentford. Apart from that back line, which has almost been consistent, Cucurella, Colwell, Darabio, Gusto, and Sanchez, that back 4 plus goalkeeper the 5 at the back unit. There've been a lot of tinkering going on here and there, and it seems like well thought out thinkers. It's not, sometimes managers just change things for the sake of changing things. But it seems like Enzo Maresca is tinkering with a thought, with an end goal in mind. And the players, Sancho, he brought on Sancho, he started off Sancho against Tottenham. Sancho hasn't gotten much starting opportunities in the Premier League this season since he's been at Chelsea. But he started off against Tottenham, and he scored that goal to get them back in the game, completely changed the momentum back into Chelsea's favor in that one. So it shows, this team has quality. This team has a bench, a really, really good bench. And we talk about how great Manchester City and what they've been able to build. But a lot of that has to do with how great Manchester City's bench has been. They've been able to get guys on the bench that play some really, really good football, have some really, really good technical ability, and have the quality to play at the highest of level. Chelsea have that on the bench now. Nkunku, João Felix, these are really, Nkunku, João Felix, Pedro Neto, Jadon Sancho is usually on the bench. These are really, really good players, and if the first 11 players are not getting it done, you have players on the bench that have the ability to get that done. When you have quality, when you have momentum, when you have consistency, from what we've seen so far, there's everything that they need in the book. When you make a book in terms of a Premier League contender, they have everything you need. There's nothing missing with that team, with that unit. There's cohesion. But we need more consistency as well, because it's only been 16 games. But Chelsea are definitely in the title race. As of right now, they're only 2 points away from Liverpool. Yes, with the game in hand, but only 2 points away. If they're not in the title race, then I guess the title race is over. Because nobody's as close as them, Quite frankly, nobody's really even close to them now. They're 4 points clear of third place Arsenal. Thank you guys for tuning into the GSMC Dead Ball Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. Your support means a lot to us, so please remember to subscribe to the show and leave a positive review. It really does make a difference. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram for more content and updates. Thank you once again, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.